Hello, my name is Brandy Coonan, and this is my app, the Cookbook Keeper. It's designed to make things a little bit easier when it comes to saving recipes in this modern world. Now, right now we're going to click on Find a Recipe, but we don't have any stored, so let's go ahead and store one now. That's going to take us straight over to our recipe form. So we're going to make a very simple recipe called boiled water, because why not? So there's the name of our dish, and then we're going to go ahead and put in the tag. This tag will help us to filter out our recipes later on if we have more than one. So we're going to call this a snack because I love to eat boiled water. And then for our ingredients, it's going to be a very simple recipe, which is 3 ingredients, which is a pot, some water, and of course a heat-proof container. Now, if we wanted this to have more than just these 3 ingredients, then we could add another one, and you would see it right here. You just scroll to get to it. But we're good, so we're going to go ahead and just get rid of that, so we only have our pot, water, and heat-proof container. Now, as for the steps, we're going to pour water into the pot. We are going to then boil pot on stove, and then lastly we are going to pour water into heat container. And again, if we needed to add another step, say we've got more than just 3, we can remove it or add it, but we're good with just 3, so we're going to go ahead and save that. And now when we click on Find Recipe, you'll see that here's our way that we could search them by name, search them by tag, or both, if you know what both of them are. But we just have one, so we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go ahead and click on our recipe, and it shows us the recipe card for it. And it's our boiled water, our 3 ingredients, and our 3 instructions. And then it takes you back to the main menu. And that's pretty much the gist of what my app does. It's very simplistic. I wanted people more in the elderly range to be able to use it as well. And I know personally my own grandma, if it's got more than 2 buttons on a page, it's very confusing for her. So I wanted to make it very, very easy to use. But that's sort of the key to it. Most recipe apps nowadays are very complex, and it's confusing for most people, especially when you add in recipes from the internet. This is just for people that like to create their own recipes and want to have an easy way to save them and get back to them later. As for the project this month, I wasn't able to accomplish it all. One thing that I did want to kind of have was on this screen right above instructions here, I wanted to have another button that would take you to a grocery list that was based off of what the ingredients were so that you could buy them and kind of check them off. I didn't get a chance to do that, time restrictions, but I'm pretty happy with what I do have. I'm going to go ahead and head to the main menu. My greatest challenge this month was actually on the Save New Recipes screen right here with these 2 fields. To get these to work, I actually, these are all dynamically created layouts, and creating and getting rid of them was quite a challenge because at first I'd keep clicking these add ingredients, and once it got past 3, it would just keep scrolling upwards and it would cover everything. And the same thing with these steps down here, they would do the same exact thing, sometimes covering each other. And getting them to work correctly was quite a challenge, but once I got it, I felt really proud of myself. To get these to work, I actually used a nested scroll view, which was one of the major things I learned. I'm really happy about it. Another thing I used is just scroll view in general. I wound up keeping nested and didn't wind up using scroll view, but I can definitely use that in the future. I also learned how to dynamically add and remove these layouts, and that was super cool figuring it out for this month. So that was my presentation for my app, the Cookbook Keeper. Thank you.